welcome to Musicology for the People. I'm your host Allison Kaufman, and today I thought we would talk about some driving music. So on Friday, I begin my long move across the country for my PhD. Woo! I'll be road tripping my way across the US, so I thought it might be a good idea to look at what some of the best driving music is. The Aboriginal cultures have something called a songline. The songline was a musical journey in which a person would be able to navigate across a very large area of land by repeating the words of a song, which would identify to him landmarks and other natural phenomena. Fortunately, I have Google Maps, but nevertheless, I would like to create my own musical journey. Apparently, there have been a lot of surveys put out there asking Americans what their favorite and least favorite driving music is. As you can imagine, the results for these polls are usually popular music pieces. Some favorites include songs by Journey, Queen, AC/DC, Bruce Springsteen, Creedence Clearwater Revival, and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Or in other words, rock music with a good beat. Some of the worst songs for road trips include Who Let the Dogs Out by the Baha Men, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together by Taylor Swift, Believe by Cher, and Mambo No. 5 by Lou Bega. Also on this list of least favorites was one of my personal favorites from the 80s, Total Eclipse of the Heart by Bonnie Tyler. I don't know about the people who took these polls, but my best friend and I drive around singing this song at the top of our lungs, of course with the windows down, like all the time. Interestingly, while most of the least favorite songs on these lists are kind of more pop ballad styles, there are also some rock pieces like We Built This City by Jefferson Starship, another song I happen to like. Now, going off of different ideas, another way to pick music for a road trip is to pick songs that have something to do with traveling or an exotic destination. For example, a song definitely going on my road trip playlist is Ramblin' Man by the Allman Brothers. It's got a great beat, and the lyrics talk about traveling, being born to travel, and continuing to travel for the rest of your life. It's awesome. Other great travel songs include Ramble On by Led Zeppelin, California by Joni Mitchell, The Long and Winding Road by the Beatles, Where the Streets Have No Name by U2, Take Me Home Country Roads from John Denver, Radar Love by the Golden Earrings, Like a Rolling Stone and Wagon Wheel by Bob Dylan, Truckin' by the Grateful Dead, Africa by Toto, and actually for that matter, I'm probably just gonna put a whole bunch of Toto on that playlist. King of the Road by Roger Miller, Road to Nowhere by the Talking Heads, the greatest hitchhiking song of all time, Me and Bobby McGee from Janis Joplin, I've Been Everywhere from Johnny Cash, the ever iconic Route 66 from Nat King Cole, Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen, and finally Horse with No Name by America. Honestly, I couldn't even fathom a road trip without Horse with No Name. But what about those of you screaming, what about the classical music? There are, of course, great classical pieces for road trips. A great way to pick out some classical music for a road trip is to pick out classical music that was designed around nature. Obviously, on a road trip, you're gonna see a lot of nature. Since my trip will involve driving through vast plains, deserts, the Grand Canyon, forests, the ocean, well, I figured I'd pick some appropriate tunage. For those never-ending prairies, nothing quite fits like Aaron Copland. Pieces like Down a Country Road, The Young Pioneers, Prairie Journal, and I'll probably listen to the entire opera The Tenderland, because let's face it, those prairies are pretty endless. For the Grand Canyon and the deserts, I figured what fits better than Freddy Grofe's The Grand Canyon, along with, of course, Los Paisajes del Rio by Philip Glass, and obviously, Steve Reich's The Desert Music. And for the forests, I'll bring in Arnold Bax's November Woods, Dutilleux's L'Arbre des Songes, Sibelius's Opus 75, and of course, Edward McDowell's Woodland Sketches. Like I said, I'll also be seeing the ocean, spending some time at the beach, so probably throw in Debussy's La Mer. Why not? I might also pull out the Songs of Travel by Vaughan Williams, if I'm feeling cliche. So what about you? What are some of your favorite driving tunes? Let me know in the comments below, or you can tweet them at me if you're feeling Twitterific. Until next week, guys, ramble on. Musicology.